Hi there, Divya. This is Nadia from zenonco.io and Love Heals Cancer. We guide cancer patients on adopting an integrative oncological treatment approach. We help them find the balance between medical treatment and complementary treatment approaches. We help patients with a team of oncologists, lab experts, nutritionists, and other healthcare professionals so that the overall treatment outcome of the patient is at its best. As part of our work here, we also connect cancer warriors, cancer survivors, and all others who have gone through an inspirational journey to share their stories so that queries are answered, information is passed on, and the overall awareness and motivation is spread. Today, we have Divya, who is here to share her very inspirational journey as a cancer winner. And I can't wait to hear her. I can't wait to hear her story. The world can't wait to hear what you have to say, dear Divya. Please go ahead. The podium
First,
is yours.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me here first.
You're very
So,
welcome.
yeah. So, it all started in January 2017 when I was focusing more on my physical health. I was losing weight, I was focusing more on my healthy diet. So, I thought, okay, I was losing weight because of I was exercising more, I was jogging, and then suddenly I had few symptoms like green spots on my body, and I had blood blisters in my mouth. I was like not able to breathe deep, and it was winter time, but I was feeling extremely hot. And then I had menses for regular 1 month. I consulted gynecologist, and she just by having one look at me said that okay, this is not a gynecological problem. You need to consult a physician. You might have dengue, and this green spots on my body was because my platelets were very low. My hemoglobin was very low. So in just few hours, we consulted 5 to 6 physicians, and then some said it might be anemia, some said it might be dengue. But one of those doctors said it's neither anemia nor dengue. It's something major, and you need to get admitted as soon as possible. And just after hearing this, I was totally broken because it was my time of semester exams. I was giving my exams. So, how can I just get admitted and leave my exams? So, he said that you have two choices to prefer your life or your exams. So, of course, choosing exams over life was not an option at all. So, yes, I went through some tests, and when the reports came, it came on 31st January 2017. So I was kept away from this news that there is a doubt I might have cancer. We moved to Ahmedabad for my further treatment. I thought, okay, it's dengue. So we are moving to Ahmedabad for a better treatment option.
Right.
So I underwent more tests there at Ahmedabad, and including a biopsy. And I didn't even know that I was going bone marrow test. What is
Okay.
bone marrow test? So I just read a word chemotherapy there in that bone marrow chamber where I had my test. So I was a little confused that okay, chemotherapy happens for those who have cancer, but I don't have cancer. So why I'm in there? Like why I'm here? But of course I was too weak physically and of course mentally to focus more on that. So I thought okay, let it be. Whatever will be, I'll get to know in the end. So I underwent my bone marrow test and I get to know that it's ALL type of blood cancer. Then it's still shocking for me that getting to know that I have cancer was not a big shock for me. So of course I said I asked myself that why me, because I was frustrated by hearing that I need to get my treatment. I need to be in the hospital for 8 months. So I was angry that okay, I need to leave my exams, my college, and be there at hospital for 8 months. So when I look around, I saw many young kids, like small kids, 2 months and 3 months. And just by looking them, I was like, okay, Divya, you don't have any right to ask this, why me? So I started my treatment. I was supposed to take my first chemotherapy on 13th February 2017. So I was very scared. I have this habit of chanting Mahamrityunjay mantra whenever I am scared or whenever I have fear of anything or whenever I am angry. So during my whole chemotherapy session, I was just chanting this Mahamrityunjay mantra, and I completed my first chemotherapy and second chemotherapy likewise. And it was supposed to be my third chemotherapy just before one day of my birthday. So my birthday is on 28th Feb, and my third chemotherapy was scheduled on 27th Feb. So 28th Feb 2017 was the birthday I was very excited for. From the month December 2016, I was never excited for any of my birthday like I was excited for this birthday. So I had many plans, like not people have, like teenagers have on their college days, partying and all. I just wanted to spend my time with my family and wanted to donate blood. That was my plan, and I was like, okay, this will be my most memorable birthday of life. Uh, so on 27th Feb, it's supposed to be my third chemotherapy, but suddenly I had convulsions. So I was taken to the ventilator, and doctor said my family that it might be two cases, that my cancer cells might have gone through my brain or I might have brain hemorrhage. And in both the conditions, there are no chances of me surviving. So they should leave hope that I might survive. So after being, I think, for 1 week in ICU, I was again alive, came out alive. And I took more chemotherapy sessions and then 10 to 12 radiation cycles. And first phase of chemotherapy was little hard for me, physically too, and of course mentally too. I was so frustrated, and physically I was so weak. I was bedridden, and I was completely dependent on others. I couldn't even move by without helping. I needed support, and I was so weak that if someone is talking to me at this point, it was hard for me to look move my eyes at this point when they call me from this point. So it was, I was frustrated that why I am so weak. But of course, my family supported me a lot, and many strangers supported me a lot, and they are now my family.
Yeah.
So yes, I took radiation then, and after radiation too, there were many side effects. There were many complications. I was positive for typhoid. I was positive for jaundice, and then again, I got swine flu. And in swine flu too, there was a condition where doctors told my family that you should leave hope. There is no hope that she might survive, and there might be any condition when we need to take her on the ventilator or she can die anytime. So I was on oxygen, ventilator पे लेने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी थी. And then of course I survived and I'm here sharing my story.
It is just beautiful how the whole set of events have reached us to this very point, Divya. It is just so many events that took place, and you're still having that same smile, that same radiation, or even stronger, I would say.
True.
Even stronger. You are at a level where you will tell me, okay, just bring anything onto me.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Divya Sharma is ready.
Yeah.
And you are ready with such a bold and sweet spirit. You smile at cancer so nicely, like that is the level at which you are today, which is a beautiful thing for me. Let me just first say that and applaud you on that. I have to applaud you on that. That is a very beautiful thing. Your attitude is just amazing. Second of all, I would like to ask you how you disclose this to your family, and how did they react upon hearing the news?
I was the last one who got to know about my cancer diagnosis. They already knew this news. So, of course, they were very sad, but they didn't showed me that they were crying or they were upset. They were my motivation. Like seeing them smile was my motivation, that kept me going. That okay, I can't give up. There were many people who were supporting me and were protecting me through their blessing. So I can't let their efforts go in vain by giving up just like that.
Wow. Like the positive energy just flowed in, right?
Right.
Yes. If you were to tell me more about, say, your lifestyle before you were diagnosed and after you were diagnosed, while you were going through cancer, could you elaborate more on your lifestyle?
Yeah, so I was having a healthy lifestyle just before my cancer treatment. I was on healthy diet, I was exercising, I was doing everything to keep myself healthy. And getting to know about cancer at that point of time was, of course, unbelievable that how I can get cancer. But if I talk about my mental health, uh, I get to know about what real happiness is on my cancer journey.
Right.
I used to be so happy. I used to smile a lot that people used to say that, Divya, you don't need an oncologist now. You need a psychiatrist. Like, we haven't seen you this crazy before. I was like, I have a video of me dancing with the bald head. I was never upset with my bald head. I was like, okay, फिर से आ जाएंगे. So yes,
Yeah.
I still remember someone asked me that, how are you? So my reply always is like, must and happy and always. I always reply this. Whenever someone asks me that, how are you? My reply is fixed that must and happy and always. So
Yeah.
he asked me a question that, why are you happy? What is the reason behind your happiness? I said,
Yeah.
okay, I don't have any particular reason, but I am happy. And he said, it is not possible. We people need to find reason for our happiness. These are just kids who are happy without any reason. I was like, okay, he might be true. He's saying right, but I am happy and I don't have any particular reason. And that means I got to know the real meaning of happiness. We don't need to search for happiness here and there.
Yeah. We
You
don't need
can
to
be,
search for it. You can be happy by just understanding the inner strength in you, accessing
yes,
that power inside you. And I think you
yes,
have found that, Divya.
yes.
You have
I
found it
can,
through a brilliant journey that you've gone through. Yes, you were saying?
yeah. I got connected to myself more. I was never connected to myself before my cancer diagnosis. Like, when I say I am connected to myself more and I know about myself more, I don't mean that I can count 15, 20 things about myself that I know. It's just a different connection with myself that I cannot express in words. I am much satisfied with what I am now and much happier and I can say stronger than before.
Which is beautiful. It is wonderful to hear you say these words. You're much satisfied than what you are right now. Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
Coming to the diagnosis part that you did, like there was certain symptoms that you took up and saw on your body that that helped you detect this much earlier.
Hmm.
Could we hear more of your thoughts on self detection and examination, early detection?
Yes, I think people should uh, go to doctors whenever they see something unusual happening to their body. It was because of my, I can say, awareness that I got diagnosed with cancer at stage 1.
Right.
So yes, early detection is very important. It makes treatment journey easy. So of course, physically you go through less pain and you have less mental trauma too. So early detection is very important.
It
You
is
need to be
definitely.
aware what is happening to your body.
Most of us are very caught up in the stresses of everyday life, and we
Yeah.
tend to neglect our body, especially being women. We tend to
Yes.
take care of everybody else, right?
Right.
We don't tend to see what's happening on our body, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Coming more on to how the environment around you helped
Mhm.
you, and you were talking about many of these strangers that helped you get to where you are today. Could you elaborate more on how your circle has spread out so much?
I can say that I always say thank you to cancer to getting me connected to many beautiful souls.
Okay.
Before cancer, of course, I had many people who love me a lot. But now I have a like very large circle of people who love me and who are always there to support me. We never knew those people. They were completely stranger to us. But they helped us in a way like they went out of their comfort zone to help us. So that is really beautiful, and that says a lot that we still have a beautiful world and kind people. So
Talking
we,
about the community that you reached out to
yes,
and they reached out to you. Yes. Could you tell us the importance of that community through this journey?
what?
Could you tell us the importance of that community through this journey that helped
Yes,
you?
I think it helps you mentally more than any financial or any other help. It helps you mentally that okay, someone is with you and you are not alone.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That is one of the major positives that you have. And you need to know that you are not alone on this journey. You need to know that, okay, that is the entire intention of our video here today. That is the entire reason
Yes.
why Divya here is sharing her story. And coming to one of my final questions, Divya, what is your words of wisdom, message to be sent by Divya out there to everybody listening and watching this video?
I always say that don't be in denial, accept whatever condition you are. Once you accept that okay, this is the situation and you are in it, you are already halfway done, and your journey becomes more easy when you accept the situation as it is. And don't take cancer as a birth certificate, a death certificate. Take cancer as a birth certificate of cancer, and make sure you make the worst death certificate of cancer. Of course, this journey is not an easy to go through it, but it's in your hand to make it easy by doing things you love, by getting connected to people you love. So I got connected to Love is Cancer during my maintenance therapy. So healing circles at every Sunday help me a lot. Like I can share the numbers of chemotherapy I went through and radiation and other physical things I went through. But about the emotional part, you can only share those things to the one who have been through the same journey.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. And
So,
you were saying?
hmm. So that helped me a lot. So I can say that please join support groups.
So, how would you like these support groups like Love Heals Cancer and ZenOnco.io, who have been there and trying to be there for cancer patients and in their every need? The importance of it must be told to the world, isn't it?
Yes, I think I wished I had such. I would have known such group earlier in my diagnosis. My journey would have been much easier. I can say in treatment part or in nutrition part, but I am grateful that I got connected uh, to it in my maintenance therapy. It helped me mentally a lot. So I got connected to a person and we share same cancer type. So I was like, I asked him thousands of questions about my treatment, and you still have some fear after you survive this. So you can share those fears and you can share experiences. So I can just say that be there for each other, help each other, join support groups, and trust each other. That and you are not alone.
Wow. Communicating your deepest, most, your what you were going through to another person has really helped. And it is many of your questions were answered.
Yes,
So that way, that amount of weight had been taken off your chest when you
yes.
realized
I
that
was
there
so
was
relaxed.
relaxed. Yes, very much, very much. And then finally you reached a stage where fine, the doctors have said now Divya is cancer free. What was your reaction then?
I was like,
Yeah, Divya, you were saying?
yeah. So I was on cloud nine that, okay, I don't have to undergo any treatment now and I don't have to take medicines. I am completely free now, like a free bird.
Definitely. Like
Yeah,
that like I said before, that heavy weight was taken off your chest, right?
yeah, right.
And today,
Much at peace.
a lot at peace. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And today you speak with so much of gratitude and so much of aura. Like I said in the beginning, there's so much of radiation when you smile that, okay, wow, this is what I have gone through. I know who I am. I'm more connected to who I am. That is the person Divya Sharma has become. Yes?
Yes.
Definitely. Wow. It's such a beautiful story that you have just narrated to us, Divya. And it has been my honor to be even talking to you like this. It has been my honor to even be sharing such a podium with an entire set of viewers behind it, seeing what Divya Sharma has been through. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talking and keep on inspiring us, being your beautiful self. Thank you so much,
Thank
Divya.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Have a brilliant day ahead.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.